now. My bloodthirst isn't satiated, and I need someone to kill while I wait for my coworkers to return from the retreat. Think back, Mildred. Who in your past deserves to die for what they did to you?
Spot? Like on that day or whatever? Or was it the one later? I think it was this one. Yeah, it was this one because you were like, we need something before the montage. And then you were like, we like found this bench and you were like, say this. And I was like, okay.
Sometimes I forget that actors actually have to memorize things. You guys are so good at it. Like, here's 9 pages of dialogue. Can you run through it quick?
Yeah, whatever. It worked. I probably did not get it word for word, but...
It was... Yeah, it worked.
It's fine, yeah.
But, so this is the montage. We shot some of these early on, but the montage, it was so short, we had to come back and do a pickup day to add stuff to it.
Right, yeah.
I think this was one of the first days we shot this at Julie's house.
Yeah.
That's Samara. She was our first makeup artist.
Oh, yeah! You're right. And this is actually right behind Shapier.
Yeah, this is right in Shapier. This kind of gets a laugh because I remember I told you to start at the very end. I'm like, just do a bunch of funny runs or whatever. So you were doing all this funny stuff, and then we just used that very last one. Here we have Paige Hounsome, who's been in some of our stuff since then, and that's her, I think, fiance now, Joey.
I really like how this visual effect looks.
Yeah, this is like one of the only actual visual effects. This is a pretty cool mural we found downtown to film the scene.
She was actually also the staple victim. She was both.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she was. Yeah. Sarah Spicer, I believe her
Yeah,
name is.
yeah. And yeah, this scene, I remember we kind of struggled with getting the arrow through the chest to work. Yeah, she.
Like, are you okay?
And it was kind of funny too because we were in the middle of like some building. We just like right in front of this door.
This is Orange Hub, yeah.
So it's like, all right, we put garbage bags on the floor and dump a bucket of water on you.
Yeah.
And she was totally cool with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was surprised that she was like, really screaming.
Yeah, me too. I was like, I guess I just keep going, but like,
And here's Grace, our first
Grace,
AD.
yeah. That's my backpack, actually.
And this was actually in our green room.
Yeah.
And
this was just like randomly,
Yeah, while we were having lunch, someone brought up the idea. It's like, what if Mildred is in the fridge?
Yeah.
And this is Jamie here who gets stabbed, our makeup artist, who's in a, she plays the
sister.
The sister. So we couldn't show her face, so we just had her head cut off. But yeah, we kind of just let's get back from lunch and film this part here, which actually is pretty funny. Oh yeah, this we spent so much time trying to get this to work, and it just never did.
It
was just the head had no because originally we were gonna have like an actual person in the chair, and you see the person, and then we cut to this, and then you see the head get hit.
Okay.
But the guy playing it he had to back out for whatever reason at the last minute.
No.
So we're like, well, crap, we don't have the actor, but we still have the head.
Yeah.
So let's see if we could do that. Of course, the head had no ears on it. It does not look like a human head.
Oh, right. Yeah,
but
I remember that.
It looked kind of funny when you hit it. So I was like, well, if we cut to it fast enough, maybe it'll work. And I guess viewers could decide for themselves if it does. Yeah, I remember this part here too. While we were filming it, someone on the crew is like, wouldn't they totally see Mildred laying there?
Laying there, yeah.
And then James Hastings, our DP, he's like, we've gone full Looney Tunes by this point, so like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like how you're laughing. Yeah, this is one of my favorite parts too. Even bigger one.
Bounces off her head too.
Yeah, we were very hesitant whether or not this would work.
I know.
And we had a fake, like a styrofoam head.
Yeah.
That Jamie painted skin color and added like the shaved hair to it and everything. And then we hollowed a hole in the head and we put a little package full of blood, like a plastic bag full of blood in there. And it just worked out that as Elizabeth was drilling, all the little white bits of styrofoam coming out looked like chunks of skull.
Yeah.
And then here, even right now where I have it paused, you could see the plastic bag got caught on the end and started whipping around.
Yeah.
And it just looks like brains when you put it all together. Like,
Yeah.
it's actually turned out shockingly good.
Yeah, I thought it was a total fail.
Two more victims.
It's been described as
Kate Carney.
stabbed over 100 times.
Fire at St. James High
Woman
School.
wearing a mask.
Police have bringing the death.
That's my acting. So now this scene,
Now this scene.
because originally, like, this kind of evolved throughout the course of the movie. Originally, there was supposed to be a part at the campground where Elizabeth is laying on some sort of like lawn chair or like a beach chair, whatever you call it.
Suntanning.
Yeah, suntanning,
Yeah.
and then she's like, "Oh, I forgot, I'm supposed to be killing people or whatever."
Yeah.
And I think Elizabeth was the one that brought up like we should do more with that scene, have a kill. So we ended up like we had to move it earlier in the movie to make it make sense, and then it's like, well, what if there was some guy that was taunting
this
you?
is you and Julie that came up with this actual scene. You just told me about
Oh,
it.
okay.
Yeah, and then I was like, okay, yeah, I'm in.
But I remember a lot of it. It was like even the day before. I
Yeah,
think we
it
had
was.
not quite figured out.
Yeah.
It's like how does she kill him? Like what can we do?
Yeah.
And what if we use a fishing rod? And then so it's like, hey Jamie, can you do like a fishing rod rip in the throat? And we were kind of winging it. And there's not a lot of beaches here in Edmonton, but this is called Accidental Beach.
Yeah. It
which
just appeared because they were doing some construction, and so like they had to bring in the land a little bit, and now it's like the Accidental Beach.
Yeah, and there was a few people hanging out there that we couldn't do anything about, but.
And I just had this bathing suit. I was like, this could work for Mildred. And that's where this all came from. Oh God, I love that. I love that I fall.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
the
that
music continues.
always gets a laugh. And of course here we have Matt Gray.
Polka dot. What's a
Who's
hurry? I can
perfect.
make you a lot wetter than
Yeah,
that.
that's really good.
He actually, I think that was his line he made up.
Yeah, I think honestly most of the scene we just like came up with on the fly. You were like, say this, and I was like, okay.
All right. I'll take you up in your offer. Turn around and pull your pants down. Let's go. Let's do it.
Whoa, what is that? No. I don't think so. That's not where I was looking to go with
You
this.
seemed interested a minute ago. Don't be a tease.
No, not in that. That's not where we're trying to go here.
You're playing hard to get. I get it.
No. I think I made a mistake. I'm just gonna go home here, okay?
I really pegged you for someone interested in this.
No, you pegged wrong.
Come back. I love you.
There's people in the background. It looks like crew, but they were other people.
Cool.
Yeah, I remember Matt said he posted a shot of that on his Instagram, and a bunch of his friends were like, "Oh my God, what happened? Are you okay?"
That's funny.
You know, catcalling's rude and it never works.
I
really just can't think of anyone else who deserves.
Now this scene here, this is the one I think we mentioned earlier where we had to reshoot because we changed the different mask.
Oh right.
So whenever the wide shot and then whenever we see the guy there, that was the first day. So each side of this conversation is like 1 year apart.
Really?
Yes, the way the sunlight is on them, that it's obviously like
Deserves to face
not
my
at the
wrath.
same time.
Now that I got this momentum, I don't want to give it up. I'm just gonna have to wait for those bitches from work to return from their team building retreat.
Wow.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, that's.
Francois said I
incredible.
need to take more initiative. Why don't I go to them? Hey, thanks for letting me vent.
Oh wow, that's
Yeah,
really clever.
I'm heading over to Beaver Lake right now. I'll
There's
be back
Sam,
tomorrow.
our
Okay, I'll see you later.
our
Bye.
co-producer manager guy.
Beaver Lake, you say?
And actually, in the background there, you see the Rocky Mountain Ice House. Is that what that's called?
Yep.
We've actually shot a few short films there,
Yeah.
including The Hive and Bloodbath and maybe some more.
Okay.
So,
Yeah. Remember.
Yeah, that shot there. Sam and our DP went out and got the shot while the rest of us were on lunch break or something.
Oh, yeah,
and I went
yeah,
out
I
and grabbed that.
remember.
And that's Summer Grove Campground. That is a sign that we made.
Yeah.
Laura and
James
James made.
Yeah.
Don't think about it. Just write whatever comes to mind. Write as many positive
So here we
qualities
get to
about
see
yourself as you
Coach
can.
Hicks for the first time.
Oh my gosh.
Don't worry about being embarrassed. Just let your mind flow. Let's keep it PG, everyone.
Don't embarrass us. I paid big money for this guy.
Should have paid me the big money. I can motivate these losers way better than douchebag Coach Hicks.
All right, guys. Trust is very important. Trust each other. Trust each other.
I love this. This is so funny.
Oh, sorry. Are we starting already?
She just fully trusts.
I'll
It's
be
quite hot out
damned.
that day. It doesn't look like it was
There
hot
is a
out.
God after all.
Yeah.
Daddy's got to run to the bathroom. Beer's running right through me.
Well, hurry up. I feel much safer when we're in Saskatoon.
Says we can this trip. Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sweetie.
And there we
There's
Daddy
Lacey Wash.
that's Hudson Grace Kennedy.
Yes. She's incredible. She's such a talented kid.
Actually, if you look in the background, I think this is the only hint that this was made during COVID. Is this person who happens to be walking by there? You could see that they're wearing a mask.
Oh. Yeah.
Because I was trying not to, date this at all. But now this is funny. This is back in the strip club where we were shooting.
There, yeah.
And these urinals are so close together that there is no man in the world that would ever use this. Like, you're basically like squeezed together. Like, I don't know.
You have to cuddle.
Yeah, I don't know who thought this was a good idea. I mean, even Mildred has to stand sideways here just to fit in.
Hi, Dr. Wash. Remember me?
Mildred!
I wasn't really satisfied with your work. I'd ask for a refund, but I'll settle for this instead.
Oh, nasty.
Hi,
That has to
Dr.
be
Wash.
left in.
Remember me?
Mildred!
I wasn't really satisfied with your work.
So I remember it worked pretty well. We just had him holding some sort of bag or tube or something.
It was a water bottle with like a hole punched in the top of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Filled with blood, and then holding a sausage that we bought.
The other hand.
I remember originally the plan we were trying to do, we wanted to see like a stream of urine coming, and then chop it, and then the urine turns to blood.
Yeah.
But that was just too hard to do.
It was really hard, yeah.
So
For a refund, but I'll settle
this
for
gets
this
the point
instead.
across. Ah! You still got the black eye too from getting beaten up. So I kind of had it. People kind of asked me what the point of this scene.
I don't know, Mum. He won't
with,
tell me what's going on.
young girl Lacey
He just says that we need to get to you and get to you
and it's
really
kind of like
soon,
I call them
it'll
the
all blow over. I just
they're like the kindred soul characters.
Yeah, you called them the angels when you were talking.
Well, there's
about
the three angel characters, but
there's
there's also
also-
the three
okay,
kindred
I
souls like
see.
Dumpster Donnie, the little girl, and Coach Hicks. That are people like they don't directly help you, but there's someone you have kind of like a connection with.
Yeah.
Where it's like you just tell, I know you're cool, I'm cool, but it doesn't go beyond that.
Yeah.
And it's more people that are like paying attention because you can even see like the second that Lacey sees you, she's staring at you while her parents are bickering and
something there. Yeah.
It's just like they're so focused on their own lives they ignore everything going on around. But some people are like genuine people, and you kind of see them for what they are, even if they are homeless or whatever.
You might want to keep this as a memento.
just hold on, Mum.
Who are you?
An avenging angel. Who are you?
Lacey Wash.
Keep kicking ass, Lacey.
I always do.
I love Hudson. Aw, he's awesome. I like how I had to walk
Where'd
all
the truck
way
go?
there to realize the truck was
my
gone.
ride.
I couldn't see that from the other side of the parking lot. Danger Dan!
And you just have this,
Hey,
being able to
I'm at the
find
Summer
weird
Grove
objects
campground at
around
Beaver
that you
Lake.
just
Can I get
discard.
your lift?
It's her luck.
Hop
for
in.
sure.
It was kind of like I don't know, like a moral of the movie or something, but it's basically like once you're on your purpose,
Yeah.
the universe kind of comes together to make things happen for you.
Yeah.
Obviously, this is a a very twisted version of that, but it's like as soon as she's like doing what she should have been doing all along,
Exactly.
she'll just find whatever she needs to make
Everything
it
works
happen.
out for her. She's very lucky, but she's in millions.
You're not gonna ask
Yeah.
about the mask?
Oh, I know who you are. You're all over the news. But I'm on the run too. Shot a cop.
Were those glasses
But,
his, or was that
you
part
know,
of
You
wardrobe?
don't rat me out.
I think it was
I
a
don't
part
know.
of a
You-
different costume for wardrobe, and then I don't remember. I remember we had a discussion about it. Oh my god, Jarvis was driving so crazy here. It was so funny. He was like, should I just like rip around the corner here? Is that okay with you? I was like, yeah. And then he just like really did it, and you can kind of hear me in the background like screaming. I go like, ah!
Yeah, even like up until very close to the end, like final draft of the sound mix, we had you laughing in there.
Oh yeah, because I was having such
Yeah.
a good time. He zooms around the corner so fast.
And
It doesn't look that fast in this video, but it was chaotic being in that car. It was awesome. I had a really good time with Jarvis.
And I think it worked for your character too. It's
Yeah,
like, oh, you're
yeah, yeah.
laughing, but then our sound guy cut it out, and I'm pretty sure it's gone.
Oh, it is.
I remember this was hard because the little things tying their legs together kept snapping. And,
Oh my gosh, poor kid.
Get up, you fat fuck! God, you're useless.
Yeah.
I mean, way to go, everyone! Great teamwork.
Okay, so yeah, this
Yeah.
part here,
Yeah.
no one's ever mentioned it. Even I remember.
I know, nobody has.
Yeah, like even in the crowd, like there was other like filmmakers, other like directors of photography at the premiere,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, like did you see that part? Like, oh, I didn't notice. So
Yeah.
I think we're paying attention, or
Yeah.
But yeah, if you look in the top left, it's kind of all darker. Originally, the matte box or whatever we had like around the camera was dipping into the shot, but it was so bright, and basically we were such a guerrilla kind of crew, we didn't have a monitor that I could see without the glare.
Yeah.
So we didn't know that the whole top part of the shot was cut off.
Yeah, it was so sunny that day. It was like hard to see anything. Like even if you had a monitor, it still might not have been. You might not have been able to see it.
Yeah.
So bright.
So we'd basically, it's only when we're facing this way, any shot facing this way.
Yeah.
So we had considered cutting this scene because the story would work without it, but it does nicely kind of wrap up the Blanche versus Francois storyline. So I really wanted to keep it. And finally, Katie was able to come through and basically kind of cut and paste the trees in the background into that spot. So it's not as noticeable now.
Really? Oh
It's
my
just
gosh,
darker.
she's a wizard.
The only thing is it kind of dips into Julie's head a bit. So if you
whatever.
really look at it, but no one's mentioned it, so it's not.
I think it looks way better.
Yeah, it's
incredible.
It's doable.
You know, I'm tired of your little outbursts, and so is everybody else.
I play to win. That's why you hired me. That's why I'm good at my job.
We're here to have fun, not cut each other's throats in the name of competition.
These corporate retreats are...
Because you can kind of see it touching her hair, and we
Yeah,
we even
a
had
little bit.
we had one like special effects company that was gonna do it,
Mhm.
and they ended up like backing out because they didn't think they could do it. And it's like, we're gonna pay you, like just do your best and make it look good.
Yeah.
But they're like, no, it couldn't be done. They just
Yeah.
didn't think they could make it look good enough to show off their work. But this looks pretty good. Like
It
that
looks
was
pretty
that was
good,
all
yeah.
black
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
The only thing is, if you look at her hairline, you can kind of see it.
Yeah.
You know.
So stupid. As if these bunch of morons are going to come back to work on Monday and be productive all of a sudden.
Yeah.
I think she did a great
You're
job.
not
And I'm
the
hoping
boss.
people are just
I
involved
am.
in the
And
story,
you
so
will
they're looking at
do
Julie.
as you're told. Do we understand each other?
Oh, absolutely.
And that part where
Be productive all of a sudden.
he's jabbing her in the
You're
chest.
not the boss. I am. And you will do...
I remember we just shot that so many times that she had this like red mark
Oh,
on there where
no!
he was like poking.
As you're told. Do we understand each other?
Oh, absolutely, Francois.
Jeez, Julie's so pretty. Everything she does, she's like such a jerk, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
So, why'd you do it?
And I think that's what makes her character look good. Like if she looked scary,
Yeah.
like she doesn't, that's what makes her good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this scene was done in
In a garage.
was done in Katrina Kunkel's garage, who
yeah.
plays Marilyn. She was awesome enough to let us shoot there.
Very hospitable. It was awesome. Yeah, with green screen, we have like green up around the windows.
Yeah, and then Sam and I went out one day. We just kind of drove outside the city, and I hopped in the back of his car, and we filmed out the back window, and then out the left side, out the right side, and then Katie kind of blended it all together.
Cool.
There were parts where we had to crop the screen a bit because you could see the back window and side window together, and it didn't work.
Yeah,
so,
that's fair.
but it honestly looks.
Kill all those people.
Looks fine,
It looks pretty nice.
Psychotic cathartic release.
That's fucked up.
You know, you can take the mask off if you want.
And this here too was a big source of stress. Is that we originally saw Mildred's nose here again, the missing nose.
Oh.
But we didn't have any sort of effect on there, so we were trying to add that same visual effect to her nose.
Oh.
And it just couldn't work, and I didn't think I could cut around it. So we were like, oh shit, like how are we going to redo this? We even talked about like, let's reshoot this scene, which would have been a pain in the ass. But eventually I just punched in on one of the shots and we cut around it, and it actually works.
If you insist.
Yeah.
You really?
Yeah.
Because originally here, this shot was much, much wider.
Yeah.
And you could see Elizabeth's real nose. So it was obvious her nose wasn't cut off. But I just pushed in past her nose.
Pretty nice.
And it worked.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think it's getting infected, though.
I know, but it's not like I can just walk into a hospital.
No, I know a doctor you could call. Real discreet.
Last time someone recommended a doctor to me, didn't turn out so
These
well.
guys look like a good pair.
This one's different.
Yeah,
She's a real
literally.
angel. I'll give you her number.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had lots of people be like, I thought that they were gonna like their storyline was gonna go longer, or that they were gonna end up together, or whatever. And I like honestly had not thought about it until people started mentioning that.
It almost does seem like it.
It makes sense. They're like the same kind of person. Like they're the same type of people.
And it's funny how trusting Mildred is too.
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't she be scared of this kind of weird looking guy who's a criminal on the run from the law? But she's just like instantly, hey, I'll get in the car with you, and you know, so she's almost like a good judge of character.
Yeah, and he doesn't like judge her at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.